Assalamu alaikum everyone, it's me Nabila Mushtaq Ali. Today I uploaded my new video and my new video topic is DNA. Now I am moving to the next slide to start the video. DNA. Now the definition of DNA is the full form of DNA is the deoxyribose nucleic acid, a self-replicating material which is present in nearly all living organisms as the main constituent of chromosomes. It is the carrier of genetic information. Now, full form of DNA. DNA is known as deoxyribonucleic acid. It is an organic compound that has unique molecular structure. It is found in all prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. The DNA full form is deoxyribonucleic acid. It mostly present in prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cells. DNA is a molecule composed of two polynucleotide chains that coil around each other to form a double helix carrying genetic instructions for the development, functioning, growth, and reproduction of all known organisms and many viruses. DNA and ribonucleic acid (RNA) are nucleic acids alongside protein, lipids, and complex carbohydrates that are polysaccharides. Nucleic acids are one of the four major types of macromolecules that are essential for all known forms of life. Now, the topic is discovery of DNA. DNA was first recognized and identified by the Swiss biologist Johannes Friedrich Mescher in 1869. During this research on white blood cells, the double helix structure of a DNA molecule was later discovered through the experimental data by James Watson and Francis Crick. Finally, it was proved that DNA is responsible for storing the genetic information of human beings. Now, the topic is introduction of DNA. DNA, or deoxyribose nucleic acid, is the hereditary material in humans and almost all other organisms. Nearly every cell in a person's body has the same DNA. Most DNA is located in the cell nucleus, where it is called nuclear DNA. But a small amount of DNA can also be found in the mitochondria, where it is called mitochondrial DNA or mitochondria DNA. Now, mitochondria are structures within cells that convert the energy from food into a form that cell can use. The information in DNA is stored as a code made up of four chemical bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. In this figure, you can see the base pair of DNA, that is adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, that are attached in the double helix structure of DNA. Human DNA consists of about 3 billion bases, and more than 99% of those bases are the same in all people. The order or sequence of these bases determine the information available for building and maintaining an organism, like the way in which letters of the alphabet appear in a certain order to form words and sentences. DNA base pair up with each other, adenine with thymine and cytosine with guanine, to form unit called base pair. Each base pair is also attached to a sugar molecule and a phosphate molecule. Together, a base sugar and phosphate are called a nucleotide. Nucleotides are arranged in two long strands that form a spiral called a double helix. Each strand of DNA in the double helix can serve as a pattern for duplicating the sequence of bases. This is critical when cells divide because each new cell needs to have an exact copy of the DNA present in the old cell. Now the types of DNA. There are three types of DNA, that is, number one is aDNA, number two is bDNA, number three is zDNA. aDNA. It is a right-handed double helix like the pDNA form. Dehydrated DNA takes an A form that protects the DNA during extreme conditions such as desiccation. Protein binding also removes the solvent from DNA and the DNA takes an A form. Now bDNA. This is the most common DNA conformation and is a right-handed helix. Majority of DNA has a B-type conformation under normal physiological conditions. Now zDNA. zDNA is a left-handed DNA where the double helix winds to the left in a zigzag pattern. It was discovered by Andreas Wang and Alexander Rich. It is found ahead of the start side of a gene and hence is believed to play some role in the gene regulation. Now, the chemical structure of DNA. The DNA structure can be thought of like a twisted ladder. This structure is described as a double helix as illustrated in the figure above. It is a nucleic acid and all nucleic acids are made up of nucleotides. The DNA molecule is composed of materials called nucleotides and each nucleotide is composed of three different components such as sugar, phosphate group and nitrogen bases. The basic building blocks of DNA are nucleotides which are composed of carbon sugar group, a phosphate group and a nitrogen base. The sugar and phosphate group link the nucleotide together to form each strand of DNA. Adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine are four types of nitrogen bases. These four nitrogenous bases pair together in the following way: adenine with thymine and cytosine with guanine. These base pairs are essential for the DNA double helix structure which resemble a twisted ladder. The order of the nitrogenous bases determine the genetic code of the DNA instructions. Among the three components of DNA structure, sugar is the one which forms the backbone of the DNA molecule. It is called deoxyribose. The nitrogenous bases of the opposite strands form DNA bonds forming a ladder-like structure. The DNA molecule consists of four nitrogenous bases, namely adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine, which ultimately form the structure of a nucleotide. The adenine and guanine form a pair of purine, and cytosine and thymine form pyrimidine. Both purine and pyrimidine differ as they have the carbon ring each, either single or double. The two strands of DNA run in opposite direction. These strands are held together by the hydrogen bond that is present between the two. The strands are helically twisted, where each strand forms a ring-headed coil and 10 nucleotides make up a single turn. The pitch of each helix is 3.4 nanometer. Hence, the distance between two consecutive base pairs, example hydrogen bonded base of the opposite strand, is 0.34 nanometer. The DNA coils up forming chromosomes and each chromosome has a single molecule of DNA in it. Overall, human beings have around 23 base pair of chromosomes in the cells of the nucleus. DNA also plays an essential role in the processes of cell divisions. Now, the function of DNA. DNA is the genetic material which carries all the heredity information which are coded in the arrangement of its nitrogen bases. Genes are the small segment of DNA consisting mostly of 252 million base pairs depending on the gene. A gene code for a polypeptide molecule where three nitrogen bases stand for one amino acid. Thus, the sequence of a gene can be used to make a polypeptide, which then forms a protein, as every organisms contain many genes in their DNA. Different types of protein can be formed. Proteins are the main functional and structural molecule in most of the organisms apart from storing genetic information. DNA function involves number 1 is replication process, transferring the genetic information from one cell to its daughter and from one generation to the next. Number 2 is equal distribution of DNA during the cell division. Number 3 is mutation, the changes which occur during the DNA sequences. Number 4 is transcription. Number 5 is cellular metabolism. Number 6 is DNA fingerprinting. Number 7 is gene therapy. Now, DNA is a polynucleotide molecule. The DNA is called a polynucleotide because the DNA molecule is composed of nucleotides, that is deoxyadenylate, deoxyguanylate, deoxycytidylate, and deoxythymidylate, which are combined to create long chain called a polynucleotide. As per the DNA structure, the DNA consists of two chains of the polynucleotide, each in the form of a spherical spiral. Now, physical properties of DNA. In living organisms such as human, DNA exists as a pair of molecules rather than a single molecule. These strands are entwined in the shape of a double helix, and the helix is kept stable by hydrogen bonds which can be found between the base attached to the two strands. A long polymer DNA is made up of a smaller unit called nucleotides. In turn, each nucleotide consists of a phosphate group, some sugar, and a nitrogenous base. To get a sense of just how long a DNA polymer is, consider that just one human chromosome is several hundred million base pair long. Now, base pair. Base pairing is a defining property of DNA and was particularly exciting when it was first discovered because it suggested the coping mechanisms for DNA. In DNA, bases are specific in that an adenine base, for example, only pairs with a thymine base. Following on that premise, a cytosine base will only bond to a guanine base. This base pairing is also known as complementary base pairing. The concept is quite simplistic, but it is significant for DNA. Now, DNA groups. DNA has two kinds of groups that play important roles in the functioning. Major and minor groups are structured to allow for necessary protein in your body to make contact bases. You might wonder what makes it's so important for protein to attach to the bases. Some of these proteins are called transcription factor. While the word may well be a foreign one for those unfamiliar with DNA, which is most of the public, it is a key one. Transcription factors have numerous roles such as telling your cell how large they should become or suppressing tumor growth. They are also significant for cell development and communication. As such, these DNA groups sense in the structure of DNA facilitate the binding of protein like transcription factor, which they serve to keep the cellular processes occurring effectively within your body. DNA supercoiling. If you try to picture a rope, you can get a visual image of DNA supercoiling. This coiling is a central property of DNA. DNA can be in a relaxed or coiled state, and it is this coiling that allows extremely long strands of DNA to fit or pack into the comparatively much smaller cells in our bodies. This supercoiling property makes DNA more efficient by allowing it to make better use of space and fit nearly into a significantly smaller space relative to its relaxed longer size. DNA conformation. DNA can exist in different conformation and these are important for a range of DNA mechanisms. These conformations interact with enzymes in your body and are also involved in aspects such as DNA repair. Now, DNA sense and antisense. To understand this aspect of DNA, you first need to be aware of RNA ribonucleic acid. DNA holds the genetic codes to make RNA. In turn, RNA is needed in your body because it holds the codes for the amino acid that make protein. The antisense strand is the DNA strand that carries important information to make protein by binding to the RNA. This antisense strand is the key for making protein. In comparison, the sense strand is the one that does not code for RNA. Despite the complex detail and challenges that comes with understanding the properties of DNA that are clearly important to its design and functioning in the human body. Since the discovery of DNA and our knowledge of its basic physical properties, such as the double helix, we have progressed a great deal to learning about the chemical properties of DNA and interaction between DNA and its environment. Hopefully, we will learn even more detailed information about DNA structure and functioning in the future, which will have important application in disease treatment and many other fields. Now, biological significance of DNA. DNA is vital for all living beings, even plants. It is important for inheritance, coding for protein, and the genetic instruction guide for life and its processes. DNA holds the instruction for an organism's or each cell development and reproduction and ultimately death. Protein. A protein is a complex molecule found in the body that is abundant and is vital for most living functions. There are many different types of protein that include structural protein, messenger protein, enzymes and hormones. These perform various functions from forming the organs, skin and bones and the body to performing actions and functions via messenger enzymes and hormones. DNA linked to protein. DNA carries the code for protein. However, the actual protein differ a lot from the codes present on the DNA. The basic steps include number 1 is transcription. The transcription step that occurs is a process known as transcription. Here, the information on the DNA is written down onto a different molecule called the RNA. This molecule acts as a messenger to carry the information to other parts of the cell. Number 2 is translations. The next step is called translation. In this step, the cell organelles called ribosomes comes into play. These ribosomes act as translators by translating the messenger's code into the proper protein format or a chain of amino acids that form the building blocks of the protein. Each amino acid is forming by combining three bases on the RNA. Now, modification of DNA. The third step is modification and folding and structuring of the final protein and sending it to the required area of the body. Now, coding for protein. DNA is read by the messengers that break it open into single-stranded polynucleotide chain and is copied into RNA. RNA forms opposite bases from that present on the DNA. For example, guanine on the DNA forms cytosine on the RNA strands. Each of the bases get together in three and these forms amino acid. There are 20 such amino acids. They are also known as building blocks of protein. These amino acids first form a long chain called a polypeptide chain. This polypeptide chain undergo conformational and structural change and fold and refold over itself to form the final complex structure of the protein. In this process, the DNA strands that are tightly bound with each other unwind and literally unzip to leave several bases without their partners on the other strands and remain along the backbone of the molecule. The bases are very specific about which base they will attach to, and the adenine only pair with thymine and guanine will only pair with cytosine. Unpaired bases comes on attached to these free bases and a new strand is formed that is complementary to the original sequences. The result is strand that is a perfect match to the original one prior to it unzipping. This result is two new pair of strands and two coiled DNA. Each of the new DNA contain one strand from the mother pair and a new one. DNA inheritance. DNA is important in terms of heredity. It packs in all genetic information and passes it on the next generation. The basis for this lies in the fact that DNA makes gene and gene make chromosomes. Humans have 23 pair of chromosomes, a total of 46 chromosomes. 22 of these pairs, called autosomes, look the same in both male and female. The 23rd pair is called the sex chromosomes and differs between male and female. Female have two copies of the X chromosomes, while the men have one copy of X and one Y chromosomes. Both parents have reproductive cells, sperm in father and ovum or egg in mother. These sperm and egg contain half the number of chromosomes, 23 each. When the egg and the sperm fertilize, these give rise to a cell that has the incomplete set. Thus a person inherits half of his or her genes from each of the parents. In the last, thank you for watching my video lecture. If you have any question, then ask me in the comment section. For more videos, to like, subscribe and share to my channel. Thank you.